Hey, welcome back. This is our launch day planning video, and whether you're almost ready to launch your CD or you're just watching them all through so you kind of got an idea of how you need to plan everything ahead of time, it's all cool. But if you are getting to that place where you're almost ready to launch your CD finally, I just want to congratulate you. That is awesome. I'm so happy and excited for you, and I can't wait to hear it. And I hope you're going to post your music in the Facebook group, because we're all going to cheer you on and it's going to be a big party. But this video is all about all the little moving parts and the details that need to be taken care of in order to make sure our launch day goes smoothly and stress-free, and that all it is an amazing day of fun and being proud of your huge accomplishment. And so the whole world can enjoy it, you can enjoy it, and the whole thing will go smoothly and stress-free. That's what this whole program is about, is knowing what you're doing, when to do it, how to do it. It's a blueprint for success, and when we have that blueprint, it's going to eliminate stress. You might have been able to figure some of these things out on your own, but you would have been stressed out. And like I've told you before, when we go to bake a cake, all these ingredients are necessary. And if you try baking the cake and you miss ingredients or you do them in the wrong order, the whole thing will flop. And that is so much like what we're trying to do right now. We need all the ingredients and we need to do them in the right order so that when we get to this day and this point in time, it's going to be smoothly, it's going to turn out amazing. And so that's what this is about, and I just want to tell you how proud I am of you for getting to this point, whether you've just been watching all the videos or you are actually ready to launch your CD. This is such an amazing feeling, and I hope you're really proud of yourself too, and that you feel a sense of accomplishment, because not everybody can do what you and I are doing. Not everybody's cut out for it. This is the new music industry we're talking about here. This is not the way it was 30 years ago, 20 years ago. We're pioneers right now in the wild, wild west, and the internet is the frontier that we are embarking on. And so all of this is so new. The territory is new, and very few people have the courage that you have to navigate this and really go for it. So I am just thrilled that you have gotten this far and are so close to really doing this last huge part, which is obviously the climax of it all, which is launching your music into the world. So the first thing I want to do is just read you this cool quote, which was, kind of an odd person that I wouldn't normally be reading quotes from, but I thought it was cool. The quote says, "For the music business, social networking is brilliant. Just when you think it's doom and gloom and you have to spend millions of pounds on marketing and this and that, you have this amazing thing called fan power. The whole world is linked through a laptop. It's amazing, and it's free. I love it. It's absolutely brilliant." That was Simon Cowell. I'm not a Simon Cowell fan, and I only ever watched the first couple seasons of American Idol. But I just thought it was a cool quote coming from, such a media type of a guy who is all about pop music. I mean, even those industry professionals are seeing how this new music industry has flipped everything upside down, and it's in favor of the average musician. Because that's all I am. I'm average, and you're probably average. We're all normal people here, kind of. But what sets us apart is our drive and our ambition and our real love of music, and we are going to do what it takes. That's the difference between us and the rest of artists who just, they make music and then they throw it out there. That's not what we're doing. We're going to do what it takes to actually fulfill our calling, which is the other half of making music, is having it heard. And so that's what we're doing, and even someone like Simon Cowell can see that. So that's really encouraging, I thought. Okay, we are going to start going through our little launch day checklist. And before we do that though, I want to make sure to remind you that you have gone through all your pre-launch checklist items. You need to go back to that worksheet you did and double check everything. Make sure everything is done. Your music is officially uploaded to iTunes. Maybe your pre-release has already happened and people have been able to download a single and that has already been creating a buzz for you. You need to make sure that all your links are working and that you have double checked everything. So before we move on to this launch day checklist, go back and just double check everything. One of the first things I recommend doing for your launch day is pre-writing a number of things. One of them being an email that you're going to send to your fan list. You're also going to pre-write posts for social media. And it's going to include a lot of similar things, but you're going to tailor them and tweak them a little bit differently for each social media platform. So for your email, you need to come up with a really catchy headline and like a subject line so that we make sure that they are going to click on it and open it. So I'm going to give you a few pointers in some of our screencast tutorials that I'm giving you about subject lines and ways you can get attention and ways you can get people to click on it, because that's actually sometimes half the problem, is getting people to actually open it to read it. Never mind, take another step and buy it. So I will be giving you more tips on email writing later, but I want you to focus on some key things to include in your email that you can start on right now. So you're going to need a very catchy, exciting subject line, and then you're going to need a very personal message from you. One of the things I've really learned in all my marketing training that I've gotten is that it's so much better to write an email to your fans as though it's you talking to one specific person. So not, "Hey everyone." I've totally done that. I've done that a lot of times. But it's better to say, "Hey, either so-and-so," and sometimes your email provider will let you insert their specific name, but I don't actually do that because a lot of people know that it's just, it's a feature in the email that their name is there. They know you didn't actually write their name, but some people like it. The statistics show that it does work. But you can also just write it so that it feels like you're writing to a single person. That's how I do it. So, "Hey, how's it going?" sounds more personal than "Hey, everyone." Because then you're not really addressing anybody specifically, just you're addressing a group. So I think it's cooler to address them more like you're talking to a friend, kind of like I'm talking to you right now. And so you're gonna just announce what's going on. Today is the release day, today is launch day, and you're going to include a number of things such as a big thumbnail of your cover art. And you're going to make sure that cover art is a clickable link. So if they click on it, it's not just going to open up as a photo, it's going to actually go back to your website or iTunes or somewhere where they can buy it like right now. So that's why we're going to pre-write it up, so that you're not doing this the morning of or the day of. That's craziness. Don't do that, because you'll be stressed out because there's a number of things that we need to do on launch day. So do this ahead of time. Do it a week ahead of time, or even a few days. That should give you enough time so that it's all ready to go. So in the morning of, you've got your announcement, you've got your CD cover art, and you've got all the links where they need to go to buy it. And then the morning of, you just hit publish, or you just send the email and boom, it's done. So you're going to have that written out. You're also going to schedule your social media posts with very similar information. And perhaps you can even include a streaming track from your brand new release. You could do that. Or you can just be a picture of it and make them actually go to the website where they can listen to it, and maybe they'll be more likely to buy since they're already listening to it. So there's a number of different ways you can approach it, but the bottom line is you want to have it pre-written So, and scheduled. So you're going to schedule it to go on Facebook. You're going to pick the day and the time, and I will upload a tutorial showing you how to do that if you're not familiar with it. And I can even show you how I have written my emails in the past. So, and you can also have it structured so that it automatically gets sent to Twitter and any other social media sites you want it sent to, but Twitter and Facebook work pretty well together. And then I think it'd be really cool if you also uploaded like a video message just on your smartphone or on your webcam, just saying, hey everybody, it's launch day, I'm so excited, here's the link, and I hope you enjoy the music, I'm so excited, I've been working on this so hard, and I really hope you all love it. Send a message like that. Video is where it's at. Video is what it will get you more views on Facebook and YouTube. Video, social media, that's all they want to show right now. And I don't know if you've noticed lately on Facebook when you scroll through, most of the content in my newsfeed right now is video. And it's not because people aren't posting other things, but Facebook is only wanting to show video. They are trying to compete with YouTube. Maybe you already know this, but Facebook and YouTube are kind of like arch enemies. And so, Facebook, their video platform is going to be used in a very different way than YouTube, but they are kind of rivals. So if you post a YouTube video on Facebook, Facebook will not show it to many people at all. I have experimented with this. All the marketing experts have experimented with this. And they do not recommend posting a YouTube video on Facebook. Just don't even bother. The best thing you can do is to take a video of yourself on your smartphone or a friend's smartphone and upload it directly to your page. And that will get you tons more views. And it's a great way to make it personal and make sure people remember there's a face behind the name and behind the band title. Or it could be you and your whole band being like excited, or like having like a party, celebrating your release or something like that. Anything that would really just show who you are and show like we're real people and this is our music and I hope you love it. So that's a great way. So you could upload a video with a description and the links. You always need links. Never forget them. And on YouTube, when I go to do the tutorial, I will show you how you can include links so that when your video stops playing, there's a buy button and people can click back to where they can buy it. There's all kinds of nifty little tricks that Facebook has added that helps us. So they're always concerned with the user experience, as annoying as it might be that they're always changing the algorithms and they're changing the interface and they're changing things. Their goal is to make it a better user experience for us. And so we just have to adapt and learn about those changes and move on. So, launch day, emails, social media posts, and we're going to post a video if possible. And you can also do it through Instagram, okay? If you're on Instagram, 15 seconds is all you need. And that can go directly to Facebook and Twitter and anywhere else you have set up. So I hope you've written that down, and we're going to move on to the next checkpoints that we need to tackle. Okay, so the day of launch day, or the morning of. This is what I have done, and it has worked pretty well so far for me, but do what makes sense for you. It might make sense for you to actually stay up really late the night before, or you can wake up early. I have done both, but the last time I just set my alarm for really early in the morning so I could have a few hours to really just tackle my launch day. Because what we need to do is make sure that our music is published before our press release goes out. Because what we don't want to do is have our press release scheduled and people get this email, in Eastern time, and we're in Pacific time, for example, and the links don't work, or they click on them and they're all excited because they read this press release and it's not actually published and they can't buy it yet. That wouldn't be good. So what we need to do is wake up really early or stay up late the night before, so that, say it's 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. or something like that, and then we can publish our music. We can make it go live on Bandcamp. Now, as far as our digital music goes, our distribution platforms, we don't need to worry about that because we've already preset the date in TuneCore or CD Baby or whatever platform you're using. And those links all go live automatically the minute I think the day begins. So no need to worry there. This is more for your personal website, or if you're using Bandcamp or a personal platform like that where bands can buy from you directly. So, and if you have had pre-releases ordered, it will officially be live. And if you're using Bandcamp and people had bought a pre-release, the minute it goes live, they get sent the rest of their download automatically. So Bandcamp does that for you, but you need to physically push that publish button. They don't do it for you. So that kind of stuff, we need to be up and ready. So I just recommend getting up really early in the morning, or you stay up the night before, drink a lot of coffee. And that's not the only thing we're going to do. We have kind of a list of things to do on launch day. So you need, basically, don't go to work that day if you had, just take the day off and dedicate this day to making sure everything's working and celebrating, and we're just knocking off this little checklist.